Hello guys and welcome. In today's video we're going to be talking about Ravendawn's patch notes 1.0.6.2. This is nothing major, it's actually very small patch notes, but there's a couple of things that are worth mentioning. Also, I would like to express yet again my gratitude towards all of you because we actually managed to reach Twitch partner. It's a major goal that I had, and all thanks to your support and and just being there and and everything else you guys have been doing. We managed to get it, and for that I am extremely grateful. Thank you very much. Well, let's go into the patch notes. To start with the patch notes, the very first thing that they mention is cooling spawns. Now, the system has been somehow entertaining. I mean, actually enjoying it a little bit. It's really fun to when you're grinding for a while and you don't know what to do. Then you suddenly see there's some cooling spawns, and you go over there just to have some fun, maybe get into a little bit of fighting, and perhaps even get some extra XP, right? So I do like that, but at the same time, I don't like that high level players going to the lower level cooling spawns to kill lower levels. Now, to deter this issue, if you're targeting players, low level players at cooling spawns for the eyes, we're making the change that killing players who are 10 effective levels below you will now result in normal infamy gain. Now, while this is really cool and everything, I don't think this will deter anybody, and the levels and the low level players will continue to suffer by these actions by high level players, because at the end of the day there are easy targets, and some infamy is not really gonna deter anybody. So I was hoping that they will, I don't know, do something better than just this. But because while this game it is indeed a PvP game, you gotta be able to balance what a good PvP system is to a toxic PvP system is, right? There is a lot of players who are very casual and they take their time to enjoy the journey, while there's other players who are very hardcore, who are already max level 76, and they will just continue to eat away through the casual players that will end up quitting the game in result of this kind of behavior. So it's a shame to see that this is you know this is it, and there is no more than this, right? So anyway, moving on to the trade pack changes. Now this is a topic that I'm extremely excited to talk about because I am working on a extensive in detail trade pack video explaining everything about trade packs, that being the boats, how to get them, what are the best options, the wagons, the routes, the strategies, etc., etc. Now, so sadly though, there is no this has been delayed, right? So anyway, let's just read it here for you guys for a second, right? So ahead of more extensive changes planned for trade packs, in the next patch, we're implementing several updates in 1.06.2 to specifically address silver farmers, right? So this is a change that will be applied on this patch, and it is aimed to deter and to stop or to reduce the amount of RMTs that there is in the game, because sadly there is clearly an RMT issue in game, which again is good that they're trying to fight it, but I hope that it's not too late. Okay, so what is this change? Well, the change is that now creating and turning in trade packs will now require 250 effort each. So meaning that a whole trip of trade packs from creating it to delivering it is 500 effort. This amount may be adjusted in future patches based on the patch results. Basically, once they get the data and so on and so on. Then there is additional changes upcoming for the future, where it will include doubling the materials required for trade packs, and this in result will also double the silver earned, right? So this is really cool. This is nice. This right here, because then it will become more of a silver sink for the materials. Therefore, everybody who is farming and so on will actually see profits from selling the farm products than just losses as it is right now. So hopefully this will rebalance the market. This is something really needed for the game. Now, while that is a great idea, sadly, it will not be implemented just yet because they mentioned to ensure fairness, we're delaying these additional changes until we can introduce an additional clone version of all the tradepacks and tradepack certificates. This is to prevent those who stockpile tradepacks and certificates from gaining an unfair advantage when the silver amounts are doubled. So pretty much they are gonna introduce a new trade pack and then make sure everybody uses the old one so there is not a, like they said, an unfair advantage, which is kind of sucks. I don't think the certificates should be there because again the trade pack certificates everybody gets them and it's not like they're there's people that haven't. I don't know. Anyway, moving on to the fishing baits. This is a new implementation to fishing, which is nice because oh my goodness, fishing was so boring. At least it was for me. I don't do it anymore. I actually sold the equipment. No, I didn't sold my fishing equipment. I literally infused it into my other equipment. Anyway, so with that as a concern, we decided to add an actual bait system to fishing. Bait is a new feature that will allow fishers to increase the weight of the fish caught without affecting the difficulty of the catch, increasing the fish's value proportionally. So I think this is a great feature. I like this feature because it will not only um, what's the name like affect the fishers, it will also affect the cooks and the weavers because as they mentioned here below, there's going to be a various types of baits. These will be created by the cooks and weavers, and the baits is something that gets consumed. It disappears. You create it, you use it, like potions and stuff like that. So this is a healthy economy type of item. So this is very nice system. I look forward to see how this will affect the cooks, the weavers, especially like the weavers, because I'm a weaver myself. So I am looking forward to see if it's going to be worth making this, and in a decent price, that I will be making a decent amount of money out of it, and that the fishers also gain something out of it, right? So it's really nice. Now moving on to the outfits customizations. After the community poll they did, that they had 10,000 responses out of it. They talked about outfits, cosmetics, and so on. If you are aware right now, you can get cosmetics in the game through, doing a bunch of tasks, gathering a bunch of items, giving it to an NPC, and that NPC unlocks the cosmetic for you. Now, while this is a very cool system, there is a lot of people out there who just want to straight up buy a cosmetic so they don't have to do that whole process of acquiring a cosmetic. So with that said, they are implementing exactly that system. So as a result, all tier 3, T4s, and T5 cosmetics will now have an alternate version available for Raven coins, meaning that the version that you get from in-game will stay unique, and everybody who gets it, everybody will know that they got it legit, right? Like grinded, and they managed to get it in a legit way. While the other versions will be pretty much the ones paid with your wallet. So I think this is a very nice balance. Definitely, I like this a lot. But I don't think it was. I don't know. I don't think it was the right moment to implement this. While it's cool and I really like this, I feel like there's so many other issues right now that should be a major focus. But I mean, this could have been very nice coming into the next patch where there's actual, a lot of content and stuff because they will be excited. But kind of right now, there is so much frustration built up in the game that a new monetization system is just probably will not be very welcome, in my opinion. But I don't know. Anyway, moving on to the mentor system. The mentor system was a whole drama back then. It was completely abused by a lot of guilds, abused by a lot of people because it was completely imbalanced. So they are implementing it once again, and they have reduced the amount of experience gained while mentoring by 50% to ensure the mentor system remains true as intended purpose. So the mentor system was pretty much you play with your friend who is very low level, and when I mean by very low level, I mean 20, 30 effective levels of difference, and then you will help them along the way, and so on and so on. Before, it was being abused because you were getting absurd amount of experience, not only for your legacy but also for your archetypes, and that's why we have so many people out there that are like top effective level, and stuff like that, which is obviously gained through abusing this system, right? So hopefully now that it's fixed and everything, we'll be able to play with friends who are lower level and have a good time along the way. They also uh, they have reactivated the EU proxy system, so that's pretty nice. Let's see how that will work, if it will reduce the ping and help everybody who is in EU, me included. Now, in general changes, I think there's quite a few. If you guys want to read them, feel free to pause and read them. But there's one here that is worth mentioning, and that is increase the oversupply, meaning the crafting experience threshold, by 50% for all legacy level ranges. So this is massive. A lot of people been complaining about the crafting experience, how easily it is to get oversupplied and so on. So it's very nice to see that 50% increase, especially after gaining so many houses. There's so many there's so many freaking materials in the market. So this is absolutely fantastic. Now we're gonna be able to not only level up faster, but be able to craft even more, which is super freaking good. I am very happy about this change specifically. Apart from that, another change that is also worth mentioning is down here, which is the murderer protection zone lock duration. So before, when you were skulled, you will have to just wait there for 10 minutes till that skull disappears. Now they finally remove it. Reduce it to 3 minutes, which is definitely much better and will incentivize a lot more people into doing PvP, which is nice, especially with the upcoming trade pack changes. A lot of people are gonna definitely would like to fight instead of, and because now they only have to wait 3 minutes instead of 10 minutes just waiting right there till they finally get that skull away and they can use the TP and move across zones and blah blah blah. So they change it from this is on land from 10 minutes to 3 minutes, on the ocean from 5 minutes to 3 minutes, and upon attacking a player, meaning when you don't kill them, from 3 minutes to 2 minutes, which is again fantastic. This is a very good change. Moving on to the fixes. There's a couple here fixes that are definitely good. The first one that I think is good is this one, which it seems that they actually finished the story quest Trial of the Dunes that everybody got stuck on. So it seems that now will finally be fixed after the update. So it's definitely a good thing. Another thing that I saw that it was important is the Ravendawn Phoenix is now applying the correct amount of heal from downslide, which I'm pretty sure this was it was just so overturned. If it is what I think it is, I'm not very certain about it. I also saw that casting Bladestorm when going upstairs or downstairs will now properly apply its cooldown, because before you could literally spam Bladestorm, but you will use it on the up the stairs and then you go back the stairs and you could like pretty much spam an ability. Like it had no cooldowns. It was super weird. What else? Oh yeah, trying to reset reputation points with no down S's will now activate the 7 days cooldown anymore. This was super annoying, so that's very nice that they finally fix it. And then within like all of this, there's a bunch of fixes to breathing, to MOAs, breathing, and so on. So it's definitely good that all of this stuff is being addressed. So, and finally, just to read with everybody the coming soon section, they mention about presets and so on, which is something I was looking forward to, and it's a shame that it's not on these patch notes. So let's read that. We originally planned to have presets build support available in this patch. However, in final testing, we realized that releasing it in its current state will not be ideal from user experience, as we wanted to add support for preset builds to also remember your ability loadout on your hotkey bars, so you will not need to also set your abilities each time you quickly change builds. We plan to have this added in a mini patch soon. So this is this is great, because the preset builds alone was a major thing. But even better if they actually manage to set it up in a way where the preset builds will also remember your hotkeys. This is massive. This is a nice quality of life, because it's so annoying having to switch builds every single time you're into conflict or whatever, and you have to put every single skill. Is so painful. So very happy to see this. I am extremely happy to see this. And then also we're also preparing balanced patch for the legacy skills. Given the permanence of legacy skills, we'll be resetting everyone legacy skills when this balanced patch is implemented, in case the balances will change your decision of your preferred legacy skill, which is fair. Anyway, so that's it. This is all the patch notes for 1.0.6. Let me know what you think on the comment section below. If you think this was good, this was not. I honestly feel a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. I was really looking forward to those trade pack changes and a little bit more because at the moment I feel there's a lot of people reaching endgame and there is no endgame activities whatsoever. Therefore, everybody is doing trade packs and just venting their frustrations at one another, therefore creating a very toxic environment. Right now, there is so many people just wanting to do something with their power, but they just don't have anything to do, and that, in my opinion, is a major problem. Well, again, that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think. And again, thank you so much for all your support. It means the world. And lastly, if you're looking for a guild that will, help you and do community events and help you out with the quests, bosses, and so on, make sure to join Unite. We have now 2 guilds, and the second one is focused on PvE and growth. So feel free to apply. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I am Tote Torres. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.